All right, what is up, guys? Devin from Driver Motorsports here today. We are going to be reviewing the XPR-10AS LP BENPAK lift. We've had this lift for about a year now, maybe a little over a year. Where it's definitely settled in. This lift has been one of the greatest experiences I've ever had being a mechanic or fabricator. As you can see, we got it in gray. I think these come in blue as well. Great lift. It lifts 10,000 pounds. Of course, it's a 2-post above ground lift. Let's get into all the features. So the LP in the model number stands for low profile. These lift arms have been great. I haven't really had any kind of issues fitting them underneath any kind of stock car. As you can see here, we work on the JDM sports cars and VIP cars. So the VIP cars are much lower than these cars. But these lift arms have been great. They fit underneath everything, no issue. Like you can see here, this car's got an engine out of it, so the front's a little higher, but it fits under there great. Now, if you got a truck, you can always raise them up. They just twist out, and these lifts also come with post adapters to lift up the arm as well. Another feature that we all love here is the lift arms have like a padded section, so when you open the door, it doesn't damage the paint of the door anywhere. All right, guys, so as you can see, this is an asymmetrical lift. You can get them in asymmetrical or symmetrical. The difference is the asymmetrical is out on this 45-degree angle. It's twisted a little bit. The symmetrical ones are directly diagonal with each other, symmetrical. And the asymmetrical is so that when you pull a smaller car nose first, so that you can open the door completely open and not worry about the post hitting the door at all. This layout is best for smaller cars. The symmetrical lifts are best for trucks where you're gonna be pulling it a little further and you can open the doors fully without having to worry about the posts. And just another note for you guys so you can see the size reference next to this GTR. The lift is on the widest setting that it can be right now. They come with 2 settings, the shorter and the wider. As you can see underneath it, there's that padded bar. The padded bar is so that when you have a truck or something taller, if it hits the top of the lift, it'll hit that bar and then it'll knock a sensor and then it'll cut power to the lift. That way you don't damage the top of whatever vehicle you are putting on the lift. So over here, we've got the 2 horsepower motor, hydraulic reservoir. Obviously these are ran off hydraulic. There's cylinders in each arm that lift the cars up. One feature that I have really grown to fall in love with is this lock handle. This action is the best lock handle I have ever dealt with, because typically you've had the ones where you have to push on it like this and then you let it down. This one, you could just sit here, hang on it and let it down. It works great. I would buy this lift just for that. But all jokes aside, I love that feature, and I'm sure that they did that intentionally because it's more comfortable. Just so we can go over some controls. This is obviously your lock, like I just said. This is your power, and this is to let it down. So guys, now we're gonna go ahead and lift her up, and I'll show you a few things that I do to watch out for before I go fully up. Once you have the car about 3 to 4 inches off the ground, go ahead and shake a corner, and then I like to go to the opposing corner as well, just to be sure. And as you can see, the car is moving a little bit, but she's not gonna go anywhere. This is so that you know when the car is up in the air, it's not gonna come down on you. So let's go ahead and go up. So as you just saw, I raised the car all the way up. You'll hear the motor make a little different tone once it hits full reach. Go ahead and set the car down on the locks. That way you know when you're underneath it, you don't have to worry about the hydraulics leaking down on you. Like I said before, and I mentioned before, this car has the engine out of it. We're rebuilding it. Please excuse the few things hanging down. But as you can see, I'm about 5'6", 5'7". I've got plenty of height. I can walk underneath the arms. I have no problem with this. Anybody taller than me might have to still duck, but I don't have to worry about it. This lift goes really high for what it is, and we all love it. We're gonna lower it down. That was our review on the XPR-10AS LP. Great lift. We all love it here at Driver Motorsports. We've got a few of them. Nothing to really complain about. Great lift. BENPAK, you make a great product. Hit us up with some other products if you want. But if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.